don't know what to say. What if they start screaming or crying? What will I do then? My heart races and my palms get sweaty and I don't think very clearly. These are some of the reasons I've heard from people as to why they don't like managing conflict. However, if you're wanting to take the con out of conflict, then stay tuned because I've got some tips for you that will help you feel confident in managing yourself and managing others in conflict. Hi, I'm Andrea Doyle. I'm the owner of Doyle Solutions. I'm a workplace mediator and conflict manager, author and presenter. And in this video, I'm sharing you some tips on how we're going to take the con out of the conflict to help you feel confident managing yourself and managing others in conflict. So what is this magic tip, this magic potion that you're going to have to be able to manage conflict well? It is having a chat. That's right. It's just having a conversation. Whether you're the person managing some of your employees in conflict or if you're having a conflict with somebody else, the way through it is to just have a chat. So this chat or a conversation, it starts the same way as a conflict, but let's make sure we manage the conversation well so it stays on track. So what do you need to do when you're having this conversation? Well, first of all, you make sure that the people in the room are only those who are directly involved. You make sure that the conversation focuses around the issues and we do not turn our focus towards somebody else and attacking them as a person. We do make sure that we're getting down to the details of what has concerned us in the past. And we also make sure everybody around the room gets to listen and gets to speak. So that's how we're having a conversation, a chat about what's happened in the past around some conflict. So when you've talked about all the issues that have happened in the past, that's where you start part 2 of the conversation, and that is talking about, well, how are we going to make things different when we leave the room today? What do we want that new world to look like? What do we want that conversation or that relationship between us to look like? So that's how. It's as simple as having a conversation. It's as simple as having a chat. Now, here's one more tip for you. Make sure that when you're having this conversation, that your emotions are still not sky high. If your heart is still racing, your palms are sweaty, that's not the best time to have a conversation to try and work out what the issues were and how to move forward. What you can do is perhaps take a walk around the block or write things down. That will help to reduce your emotions and make things clearer as to what are the particular aspects that you really want to focus on during the conversation. Once you've worked out what you would like to say to the other person, then approach them and explain to them that the last time you spoke, there were some things that were said that seemed to impact both of you and that you'd like to have a conversation about how to address those issues and going forward. When you're both back in the room together and you're focused on those particular aspects, then that's an opportunity for you to identify what went wrong before and how can we avoid that in the future? What can we do differently? So this is a simple way of managing conflict. And it's all about having a conversation. Have you got some conflict going on in your life that you could have this simple strategy and put it into practice? Well, let me know. I'd love to hear. If you'd like to take the con out of conflict, then do so and put it into a conversation. I'm Andrea Doyle. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.